โอเคครับเสร็จแล้วครับ4 minutes
When you hear the name King Bhumibol, which picture of him comes to your mind? For me, I see his picture as a farmer. A farmer who planted seeds all over Thailand. Those seeds are everywhere. They are even in my province, my hometown, Phetchaburi. And those seeds today grew up to become big, beautiful trees. And those trees today, we know them as his precious royal projects. Ladies and gentlemen, many years ago, around 2 years ago, I had a chance to visit my uncle's farm in the countryside of Phetchaburi. I took a walk with him around his farm. Well, as you can see here, he's using chemicals to grow his plants. I asked him, "Uncle, why do you use so much chemicals? Isn't that going to be a big problem for people in the future?" He said to me that, "Well, every farm does that. My farm is the least." I was shocked. I was surprised because I myself sometimes cook and I eat a lot of vegetables. So I asked him, "What about vegetables in the market?" He said, "Oh yeah, there are loads of chemicals." So later that day, I went to Rai Chang Huaman Royal Project. A little bit about this project. It is a project of the king started in 2008. The project, I went there, and what surprised me was they try to grow plants by using the least chemicals as they can. The project is a learning center for farmers and people to observe. I was lucky that day. I had a chance to talk to the director of the project himself. I asked him, I was at my uncle's farm lately, and the farm, they use like chemicals, and I heard that there are so much chemicals in the vegetables we eat today. How do I solve that problem? He said, "Well, why didn't you try growing your own vegetables?" I said, "Wow, doesn't that cost a lot of money, and isn't it too crazy?" He said, "Well, it is so easy. You can just start from an empty place with soil in your house. And don't let people tell you crazy. Look at my project's name. The name is Chang Huaman. And you know what? Chang Huaman, it can also mean never mind them." So here is a photo of my house. So I came up with an idea that I will start by myself. I will grow my own vegetables. I will prove to people that I can eat clean vegetables every day. At home, in my city, Phetchaburi, my mother owns a kindergarten. So this is the kindergarten of my mother. In the future, I will be the manager. So I would like to use the curriculum of edible school. I will encourage the students to grow their own vegetables and eat clean food every day. This is the photo of the leftover chemicals that are in our bodies, that are in our blood. It is very scary. I would like everyone to...
You want to wrap up a little bit, or
Okay, I would like to...
just one little sentence or two? I'll give you just one sentence or two, right?
I would like everyone to be aware of these, and it is easy that we can even grow vegetables in our condominium.
Okay, well that's it. All right, okay. Thank you very much นัทนะครับขอบคุณมากเลยนะครับน้องนัทนะครับ so พูดถึงเรื่องของการนะฮะปลูกผักปลอดสารนั่นเองนะครับเพราะว่าทุกวันนี้ก็ที่จริงก็รู้แต่ก็เพิ่งโดนนัทหรือแนทนะครับนัทหรือแนทนะนัทใช่ไหมครับมายิ่งตอกย้ำนะครับว่าทุกวันนี้ผักที่พี่กินน่ะก็เต็มไปด้วยสารพิษนะครับพี่นะฮะ so would any of the judges like to ask yes sir okay Mr. Eric
Yep. Very Eric. Nice speech.
Yep.
Thank you.
You know, there's not enough food and not enough farming in the world to feed the world. Now, some people think that we need to do genetically engineered fruit and we need chemicals to increase. What questions do you think we have to ask before we decide to start putting genetics and chemicals into our food to feed the world?
Can I again, please?
Well, some people think that we need chemicals and genetics into agriculture to make enough food for everybody in the world. Right now, there's not enough food for everybody and there's poverty. What do you think is important to ask about these chemicals and these genetics?
Well, these chemicals, we should consider that, are they safe? Because like food we eat today, the chemicals we eat today, if we have breakfast, we don't know that the breakfast we eat in the morning, it's gonna make like huge side effects like at the end of the day. It takes years for the effects to come out. So, I mean, we cannot trust these kind of chemicals. So that's why I would like to invite everyone to kind of grow their own vegetables using the philosophy of His Majesty the King Bhumibol Adulyadej. And I mean, like for you said about like poverty, like other places in the world that they find it hard to grow like plants, you know. There are many projects of his that can help them.
Okay thank you ครับอาจารย์ลัคนาครับ
Okay. Okay, Nat. Our question: how we are going to help the community as a whole from His Majesty the King project? When you told us, you talk about your family, how you can help your children at kindergarten, but how you can help the community as a whole.
So actually there are more ideas I would like to talk about, but because of the time. So thinking of this, I believe that everyone have seen like life insurance commercials. You know, they break your tears out, you know, it's so sad. But so I had a great idea because I love editing videos. I mean, for my hobby, I also make like videos. So I think that why don't we make like videos that can present these royal projects? It's not going to be a video about like information, but what about like something fun? These videos or these medias will get people's attention. And it's not going to be only in my small community. It can spread like outside to other communities and so on.
If we have time for one quick one, I was interested in how you were taking the problems that you saw with chemical use and then starting your own garden. So I'm wondering what difficulties you encountered and how you solved those without chemicals.
Well, I asked the director of the Rai Chang Human about these too because so like for like insects and animals that they were like bothering my plants, he said that just use chili, water and lemongrass, mix it together and then just spray it enough on the leaves. And for the fertilizers, just leftover food, you know, put it in a bucket and then put it on the soil every day.
Okay นะครับ I think that should be enough thank you very much Nat okay thank you very much from the questions from the judges okay Nat good job okay everyone